I mean, people want that transparency, obviously. But I mean, I grew up having a milkman. I
Yeah.
grew up with, the box right outside of my door, and, every morning fresh milk, in the glass bottles. I miss that, and of course you could order bread from them, and eggs too.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so
Well, I
that's,
think people are going to notice like a quality shift too. It's like
yeah,
everything's been so mass produced that we've
yes,
stopped caring about how good things taste or like what's the quality.
for
I mean, you're
sure.
going to get bread to your door that's just super crunchy and delicious and soft on the inside, like just as, grandma made it or somebody like,
For
it's
sure.
going to be incredible. It's a fantastic movement that's happening. Unfortunately, I wish it was under different circumstances, but I think
Yeah.
that this is going to be kind of the great revival of American agriculture in a way.
That's so fantastic. I love hearing that. That's awesome. I think people are going to be really excited to hear this too. And I think this is why I wanted to talk to you, because, getting out this, creating awareness about your industry. And, unfortunately, the media is always pumping us with the negativity. And so,
Mhm.
yeah, this whole thing is not a positive situation, but there are positive things coming out of it. And that's where it's great to talk to entrepreneurs like you, and to see how you guys are pivoting, and what you're doing to change, and seeing new opportunities, because these opportunities are there for you. Obviously, I'm sure that was in your plan, but maybe
Mhm.
wouldn't have happened this quickly.
Right.
So I think this is fantastic. I'm happy.
And as a side note, I gotta just say, like, the shift that I've seen in just the business culture of entrepreneurs, we've always kind of been a breed that's out for themselves in a way, and
Sure.
I think that the mentality has kind of changed, and everybody that I've approached has been super helpful and wanted to collaborate and want to make things better.
So,
Most of the stuff that we're doing is for charity work, and we're trying to feed the folks that can't get access to fresh foods, and
yeah.
so numerous things that we're doing. But the ease of reaching out to somebody and being receptive to back and forth,
Yep.
is the biggest change that I've seen. Most people before this would have just blown you off and been like, oh, you don't have whatever. They'd find disqualifying factors about everybody. And now I think that we're losing some of that judginess.
Totally. Oh my gosh, you're so right. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think because we're all in this together, this is, a world issue. It's not just an American issue. It's not just, a Dallas or Texan issue.
Right.
So you're right. I think it's brought down all of guards and walls that we've had up maybe in the past. And I think the empathy it's created an empathy that maybe, I think, from our country, but not only our country, but the world is seeing and feeling.
Hmm.
So I think it's fantastic. And that's the silver lining that I'm seeing through all this, because I know there's a lot of bad that's gone through, people are
Right.
going through, but um,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, and that's when always the great things happen, and we make these huge leaps in the world, is when everybody starts coming together and
yeah,
thinking differently than before and thinking outside the box and finding these new avenues.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's so exciting. That's so great.
Hmm.
And with that being said, what is some advice that you can give to just everyone listening, but also entrepreneurs in their businesses?
Yeah, I would tell them, keep your mind open, keep your heart open, listen. Everybody's got a good idea. You just might have to sift through it a little bit.
Yeah,
But don't ever. This is not the time to say no to things. That's what the biggest piece of advice I would
that's great.
say
I like
is,
that.
don't say no to anything, but just make sure that you find the right way to work it.
For sure. That's great, Brandon. I really like that. That's so
Yeah,
true. I
yeah.
mean, keep an open mind. You never know.
Exactly. And then the app Calm. I mean, if you're into yoga and meditation, I would definitely say Calm app is the best way to go.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we all need that, right?
Yeah. And to kind of caveat off that, I will say that when we get done with the coronavirus, Chef Dat and Katie the Yogi, which is Katie Harris in real life, not on Instagram,
Nice.
we'll be holding champagne or yoga champagne brunches put on by Chef Dat and Katie at the ranch.
Oh my
So
gosh, how awesome.
I know. So you'll go out and do a pasture. You'll do your yoga in the morning. It's like an hour and a half session with Katie. You'll break from there. You'll go up to Dad. He'll have the brunch already kind of getting prepared. You know, he'll put on a little show or something like that. But you just sit down and enjoy your champagne and look at the beauty around you.
Oh, that's fantastic. I
Oh,
love
and the
that.
best part is you don't have to drive. We have transportation set up for you from to and from Dallas. Yeah.
Seriously? So you can drink all you want. You don't have to
Yep.
drive.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That was a big deal. I was like, yes, we can finally do it. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So how does anyone find this information?
So we'll be pushing it out. We're just kind of waiting to start pushing things out so people don't kind of build like angst about it until the corona's over. But I would imagine we're trying to shoot for the late summer or beginning of fall to start rolling that out. But then it's going to get a little bit too cold, so maybe push it to just beginning of next year.
Very nice.
But I just want to put that on everybody's radar.
Yeah. Oh, that would be, I mean, brunch, champagne, yoga, and a gorgeous surroundings. I mean, sign me up. And you don't have to drive.
Yeah, you don't have to drive. No. Yeah.
You have a chef cooking for you. I mean, come on, really?
I know, right? And you're in
love it.
all your comfy clothes too, so it's not
Yes.
like you're dressed
Yoga
up and be all
pants, come on.
stiff. Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Sign me up for sure. I'll be there.
Right. You'll be the
so
first
cool.
one.
Yeah.
We're going to do a dry run of friends and family, so you're coming out for sure.
Thank you. Okay. I'm there.
Yeah.
Very cool. So how can we help support you, Brandon, in Happy Hollow Ranch? Where can we find you on social media as well as your website?
Yeah, so you can find us on Instagram at happyhollow.beef, or you can look us up online at www.happyhollowbeef.com.
Very nice.
And we're doing all of our packages. We're still open for business. If you want to do a custom package, you're welcome to do that. Just give me a call or shoot me an email. I'll pack it up for you, and then we'll just do it price by the pound. We also offer whole and half steers, and the way that works is that we invite you out to do this program called Meet Your Meat.
Wow.
And we drive you around the property and through the pasture where the steers are, and you pick out your steer, and then we'll call you a week before it goes into the USDA to be processed, and we'll go over a custom cut sheet so that you get your steaks, custom cut to your specs. Fantastic. And then you just come out for a pickup party where we'll have wine, charcuterie. You come and get your beef, and then you head home.
Oh my gosh. I've never heard of an experience like that before. That's fantastic.
We're shaking things up.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Good for you guys. Well, that's Happy Hollow, the name for a reason, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Gotta be
it.
happy when you come through those gates.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And how far away are you from Dallas proper?
So we are only 45 minutes away from Dallas. We're east on 20.
Okay.
Yep.
Not bad at all. It's a nice
Not bad at all, especially when you're not driving, just.
Yes. That's the best part.
Right.
So great. Well, thank you, Brandon, so much for talking with me today. It was so interesting and learned so much about your industry. And I mean, the dynamic things that you guys are doing, I'm so excited about them. I cannot wait till we can start enjoying life again. So.
Oh, I know. Yeah. We're going to set this thing off like a bombshell.
Yeah. Exciting.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for having me, and it was an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely, Brandon. Please follow Happy Hollow Beef, right? .com. Yep. And Happy Hollow Beef on Instagram as well. And we will talk to Brandon very soon. Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you. Appreciate it, y'all.